Oh, let's make love tonight. Let me treat your body right. Oh, turn off your lights. Yeah, what's up, baby? I'm gonna need all my Kiritos to grab your oscillators and move to the dance floor. And all of my Narutos out there, if you have a Hinata in your life, I need you to acknowledge her. I need you to hug her. I need you to tell her that you love her the same way that she loves you. And all of my Krillins out there with an iPhone in their pocket and an Android in your bed. This podcast is for you because it's Valentine's Day, baby. And your general, your podcast leader, your Kingu of the anime talk space, your Hokage of the Village and Leads, your commander of the Scout Regiment, your king of the Pirates, your commissioner of CCG, your principal of the Hero Academy, your captain commander of the Gotie 13, your general of the Red Ribbon Army, Kakashi Hatsuki, Jiraiya Sensei, Vince Smoke Sanji, Odin-sama, Fan Nicole Jackson is back with a new episode of the Red Ribbon Army podcast. We got two returning guests back here. You definitely know both their voices already. It's Jony and Enock, and today we're talking about waifus. Top 5. We're gonna go down our top 5 waifus of all time, baby.
Yeah, you already knew I had to be back up in this, man. My name is, after all, Mr. Turn Your Wife into my waifu. So, you gotta find out what your wife is about to transform into. And I'm not gonna lie, she got a lot of competition.
So much competition.
Yo, y'all, I haven't been on in a minute, but you know who it is. It's Samurai, a.k.a. Slim You Down Sammy, a.k.a. No Sword Style, still swinging on niggas.
Wow.
You know, I know some of y'all gonna be disappointed, but we'll get to that later about why you'll be disappointed, but we'll get to that.
You gonna start off with disappointment?
Yeah, you gotta leave them with a limp cliffhanger. And that's what my man's, just did.
Yeah,
it's all about the soft transition.
No, let's start with you though. We're gonna go through our list right here. We have a list of the top 5 waifus for us personally. This doesn't have to be objective. So if you guys disagree, man, tell us what you guys think, and man, just have a healthy discussion about it. Don't get mad at us.
We should define what is a waifu.
What's up?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What is a waifu? It depends on what a waifu is. I mean, technically, the actual definition of a waifu is a fucking body pillow that has a whatever anime character on it that actually keeps you comfort and actually provides you something that you don't have in your lonely life. But we happen to be some of the only anime fans in the world that actually get pussy too. So for us, a waifu is just whoever signifies somebody who you would have as your wife, someone who has the qualities that you see as damn, that bitch is everything that I want. But she has to be behind that screen, animated by horny Asian people.
Can only have you on my blue screen on my phone at night.
Oh, yo, I'm not gonna lie. There's something about the way horny Asian people make characters. It's just I fall in love with them, man.
Oh, you can really feel the intensity in the way that they draw certain things in anime. It's when they want to show tits, they make them so aggressively buoyant. They'll put in extra animations to make them jiggle out of weird motions. It'll be a simple motion where a girl will move from the left to the right. At least 3 jiggles per inch of movement.
Dog, you know what's the best with that shit is the residual jiggle. So if they turn real quick and it jiggles when it turn, but then they stop and there's a little residual jiggle.
Yeah, it's a tail, it's something, you know what I mean, with a point.
That's the first thing they put detail on when they first started doing actual real detail in animation.
Have you guys seen that clip where the dude snipes a bullet through a girl's tits?
Oh yeah,
in slow motion.
Just wait, I have something from that on my list too. You have to.
Oh my god, that's a classic.
That's the one of the horniest anime I've ever seen. But let's start with Enock, man. Number 5. What you got?
So y'all gonna be disappointed in me because there's no BBWs. Let's just get it out the way. There's no BBWs.
Oh!
I apologize. I apologize to my BBW adorers, but I had to go with my heart.
It's not your fault.
There's not a lot of representation, unfortunately.
It's not.
It's sad to see, but So number 5 though, probably the thickest girl on here, which is weird because she's also the youngest. What's her name? Uraraka. Is it Uraka or Uraraka?
Ooh, Uraraka. I say Uraraka. Uraraka. Miss Gravity.
Miss Gravity herself. Oh my god, Miss hold her breath, lift you in the motherfucking air, touch you once, you gone, nigga. Yeah, no, she's number 5 for me. Uraraka.
See, she's one that I feel like you can tell when she gets a few more years on her, she's gonna get fit.
Oh, absolutely.
How do y'all tell in anime how a woman is gonna be able to grow or develop physically?
You bite her arms.
The hips. The hips too.
Yeah, the cheeks a little bit. Yeah, the hips though. Oh, she's gonna be a thick one. I can tell. She's gonna be thick.
That is what all anime characters are missing, because like one of y'all said from before, like most of these ladies are out here looking like the letter P.
Yeah,
Like, and
Oh yeah.
the proportions need to equalize. Like the rest of the world is on the thick train. Like, come on.
yo,
It's time.
Horikoshi, yeah, he's doing a great job with My Hero Academia, I think, in bringing the thickness to anime.
That's what I'm excited for, because eventually they're gonna catch up and start realizing that ass exists too, and then they're gonna move to just general thickness. I think the main problem is just that these anime are coming from the countries where like ass does not exist over there, bro. Like they don't even know that that's even a dimension to it.
How are they touching pussy though? Because like I don't understand how you can ever possibly have intimate physical genital contact with a woman and not also, you know, have contact with the ass. Like I just don't understand. Like just from a sensory standpoint, this boggles the mind to deprive yourself.
Sure, yeah, no, it makes sense.
See, I don't want to disparage all my Asian listeners here, but I feel like a lot of them don't really look for women with the fattest asses because of certain things going on with them. That like they need easy entry to wherever they need to go, and ass might get away with that.
They humble you real quick, yeah.
No, that
humble
adds
you.
up now.
They humble you. That, in my experience, I've been humbled. Oh man.
Hey man, at least you tried to slay Godzilla.
No, I slayed it. You slay it, but you still. I mean, you humble still. Like, it does not leave you.
For sure.
But man, you know she's number 5 for me. I love her drive, man.
Solid number
Rock
5.
I love her drive. She's trying to get a bag. That's it. When they asked about why she wants to be a hero,
Yeah.
she said, "I'm trying to get a bag.
Bag.
That's why I'm being a hero."
Respectable.
Personally, like, okay, I fuck with that. I fuck with that heavy.
I fuck with that choice.
And you know she cares about people too.
Not
though.
disappointed
She,
at all.
you know, she's not an asshole or anything.
She got mad motherly qualities, which is a good thing. Which is a great thing.
And she knows how to put her feelings aside when she needs to.
Yep. In a healthy way,
Yeah,
too.
in a healthy way. So overall, I just respect her, how she's written, man. Horikoshi, I think he's doing a good job writing these female characters that he does.
I sort of realized when making this list, and I'm gonna get into mine, and what I'm about to say has a big deal with why I struggle through my list a little bit, is there's a few anime that just really got their female characters down for as far as waifus. And like for most people's top 10s, there's a few anime that's gonna have multiple people on it, and My Hero is definitely one of them. Cause like on somebody's list, Momo's gonna be there, Uraka's gonna be there, Kami's gonna be there.
Kami.
Maybe what's the girl that took over for Kami that's horny as fuck that wants to fuck Deku? Everybody wants to fuck Deku actually.
Togata
but,
or something.
Toga might be there for some people. Miss Midnight or whatever her name is, the one the bald dude try to. For a lot of people, Asui, with who I'm kind of, I don't know what it is about Asui, but I kind of like her too.
Oh yeah, she different.
She got little things to her too, a little bit.
I know that tongue hit.
But yeah, My Hero's stacked with girls. They're stacked with them, even though none of them are on my list. But
The Acid Girl too.
I struggle with that. Acid Girl starts with the M. I don't know her name. Yeah, they're getting better with the women characters. All right, I can go next with this. Number 5. All right, so yes, you know what? I'm gonna start qualifying when qualifying is needed. Number 5, I have Miss Loyal herself, Miss Guard Dog herself, Miss Nothing Else Matters About Man herself, Mikasa Ackerman.
Yo, okay.
And it's for the sole quality of how fucking loyal she is to her man. Like, she's the most talented person with maneuver gear and swords, and she's just a dog. And the biggest killer really since Levi, and she doesn't give a fuck about being a scout. She doesn't care about killing Titans. She doesn't care about any of that. The only reason she's even using her talent is because the man that she's following, Eren, happened to go that way, and she's like, wherever Eren goes, I go. No questions. And she's ready to flip on anybody too if Eren does too. She's Mrs. Loyal. I've never seen anybody more loyal to her. Never ever. But at the same time, Mikasa has kind of no chance of leaving the number 5 and climbing up higher on my list because at the end of the day, her personality is boring. She has nothing else to her personality except for, man, protect Eren, love Eren. That's it.
Yeah, I didn't put her on my list because of that. It's one thing with her, really.
Yeah, there's a lot of debate with that for me.
But it's respectable for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I have a special place in my heart for Mikasa, and that, like I was saying before about the common thread throughout my list, is that I have a thing for just badass women that can hold their own, son. Where like the man doesn't have to matter in their life, but they do. That's just like the top thing, because Mikasa is just the baddest bitch ever, and she has respect for people, but she doesn't really care about them, except for her one dude, and that's Eren Yeager, and I kind of love that. It takes a special dude to catch the attention of a girl like that, a girl that can make me feel special because of how great she is top for me.
I mean, I can just understand why you would put her in the top 5 alone, because she's probably the best fighter out of like that whole platoon or the whole scout regiment, especially early on. Like, she just came in the second she started just having to give a fuck. She was just like, all right, I guess I'll be the GOAT at this shit. Kill off all these motherfuckers real quick, because Eren want to fuck around and act like he hot shit. Like, there's so many times Mikasa has bailed this motherfucker out. She's just like, damn, that's my man. Just gotta go clean that up. And I'm like, damn, I want to get ignorant like that. I respect you, Mikasa. I gotta find me one of them.
You can live safe knowing Mikasa.
Yeah, really be in
She's
my
have to
bag.
be in your vicinity.
Just going stupid, going crazy, like the way I'm always meant to.
That's why Eren feels free to go crazy, because Eren's an attack dog and Mikasa's a guard dog, and Eren can feel free to attack and do whatever he wants with reckless abandon, because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna touch him, man. Mikasa's here. The fuck are you gonna do? Like, I feel like if I walked into a bar and snuffed the biggest nigga there, like, I could feel safe because I got a 120-pound guard dog behind me, bro. Her name's Mikasa. She'll beat that nigga ass for me.
She'll catch the case too. She'll take that shit. She'll hold it down.
Yeah,
She'll lie in the stand for me.
you need that.
She'll come out, man.
Oh, I love
Still
that.
love you.
But yeah, Miss Loyalty, number 5.
All right, for me,
Jonathan.
my number 5, and actually before I jump into my number 5, let me lay my case for how I've kind of decided these 5 and how I went about choosing these and kind of the ordering. All of these are summed up based off of one simple premise. I, Jonathan Kurian, am opening up a waifu store in Shibuya, Tokyo right now. I gotta compete with every other waifu store in the world. I can only sell 5 waifus. What waifus am I selling? I gotta make sure I do the best I can. What waifus am I gonna pick? That's the way I came in at it. It's a very different take than how my other 2 gentlemen to my sides here are presenting their case. And because of that, my list will be different. I'm choosing the top 5. You know what I mean? Trying to be as objective as I can, because I think that there are different demographics of otakus in the world. And you're not going to be able to cater to everybody. But I think there is a commonality in respecting objective female anime greatness. And it'll start as such from the bottom up. Number 5, I got Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop.
Ooh, I thought about her too. She was in debate. She was in my debate.
Listen,
I
feel like she has to be number 1 retro waifu. Like, she's got to be the first. Like, even before you get to Bulma, like, I think she is the first. Like, the whole premise of her character is just to be like a fine chick that you chase after, that's also able to just handle herself on her own. Like, and that's exactly what Faye Valentine is throughout Cowboy Bebop. And it clearly shows, because, I mean, the beautiful thing about Cowboy Bebop is it's just not about the main character. It's about all of them. Like, you get individual episodes. Yeah. Some people have this great debate of if Cowboy Bebop is actually all strategic filler or if it's no strategic filler whatsoever. But it's tough to tell the line, because they spend so much time on each individual character. And because of that, you build real intimacies and relationships with each individual character on the show. And so, because of that, and how big them fucking titties are, Faye Valentine had to get that number 5 spot.
Faye Valentine is definitely one of my honorable mentions.
Yeah, I was saying she's a Megan Thee Stallion took her playbook. Now that I'm really thinking about it, honestly,
she has actually taken all of her fits. Megan Thee Stallion has worn all of Faye Valentine's fits.
Faye Valentine created the word bad bitch. He was 12 years old watching Toonami.
Oh, let's do it, baby. Johnny's number 5 was Faye Valentine. That was yours. And then Enoch had Uraraka. And I had Mikasa. Okay, man. I like this list already.
That's strong. That's a strong start.
You ready to circle back to number 4?
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed.
Numero 4. Enoch.
All right, we going back around.
Mani.
All right, so have y'all read Jujutsu Kaisen?
I just started.
You just started it?
Just started.
Okay, so you probably know who I'm talking
34
about.
chapters in.
Okay, you've met her then. You've met her.
Have I? I don't think I met a woman yet.
She was on the last panel, chapter 3. She was introduced.
You can't ignore her. She's just that standout of a character.
What? That's the crazy thing. She shouldn't be as attractive of a character as she is to me.
Alright, explain this for people who have not read or watched this anime / manga.
People who haven't read Jujutsu Kaisen, it's an anime, it's a fantasy manga.
The anime is coming soon.
Yeah, anime is coming soon. It's about some high schoolers. They go to magical high school or whatever, and they have powers. They exorcise demons, basically, or spirits. And there's this girl comes from the country, and she came to the high school basically so she didn't have to go into debt. So I'm continuing my theme here. She came to get a bag, basically.
Dog. That's the same story as Uraraka.
Exactly. She came to secure her bag, but for herself though. Uraraka's doing it for her family, but this chick just straight up is like, I'm trying to secure my finances and myself, and her ability is badass.
So let me get it straight. So you have a girl that entered a high school for people with superpowers to train their superpowers, and she did it because she was in debt and wanted a bag.
And she could die. Easily die.
That's the exact same story as Uraraka.
Like, what?
Love it. Word for word.
Let me get the name. Oh man, I don't even know if I'm gonna say this. Nobara Kugisaki.
Nobara
Kugisaki. She a fine, short-haired shaman chick. You gotta love her attitude.
Looking at her right now.
Love her hustle. Love her ability. She's great. She's fantastic.
All right. So now's when I get into my number 4 pick, which is the anime that Enoch already brought up before, High School of the Dead. For me, top is that and Food Wars. Maybe that over Food Wars actually, but it's close race for the horniest anime I've ever seen. Oh, that, Food Wars, and Golden Boy are 3-way race for the horniest anime I've ever seen. But I think High School of the Dead is winning. And my best girl from High School of the Dead is the one and only Sekyo Busuyama. Just learned how to pronounce her name right before the podcast. But if you guys don't know who this girl is, she is the one who's a swordsman, or swordswoman, I'm sorry, gender equality. And dog, she's a bad bitch. Let me show you guys actually.
Oh, her. Okay.
Let me see if I can share my screen. Dog, she's the best. She's the baddest.
Yeah, she's fucking raw.
Yeah, I gotta see what this is about.
She's the only one out there that can actually hold her weight with these zombies, and she's a psycho, first of all, which is not too far from Mikasa. But she has some personality with it too. She's equally as horny as the rest of the girls, which I like. And son, she's everything to me. She's everything to me. She cares about her art. She comes from a long reign of swordsmen. Her family has miles in the swordsmanship game since she's the age of like 3. She's been honing her craft with the sword for really no reason, because at the beginning of the anime they're just regular high school students until the zombies start coming up and she started to be actually useful. But man, everything about her, son, she's mysterious enough to not give in to the same games that everybody else is doing and everything like that. She's kind of a little aloof, but with the shit too, which I can kind of relate to a lot. And man, she's just bad. She's just bad. She's the one, okay, in the infamous scene that Enoch was talking about before, when the main character of High School of the Dead was sniping zombies in between 2 girls' titties. But I don't know if you recognize the actual MVP of that scene isn't the guy sniping, isn't the guy whose titties that he's over sniping through. It's the girl that's in the shit beating zombies' asses, doing cartwheels and shit. And while he's sniping, he snipes a bullet and it goes in between both her titties. Not the way that it normally would, not the valley way, but in the perpendicular way, with her one titty going up and one titty going down. Bullet flies through it, and I have never seen a bitch dodge a bullet with her titties in my life. But when I saw it, then I fell in love.
Didn't make sense.
I fell in love. That's titty magic right there. That's titty magic, son.
Oh my god.
Anybody with titty magic like that, that can handle a sword like that, that looks like that, you on my list. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're on my list.
Nothing but respect.
Saiko.
I didn't watch the show fully, but from what I did see, yeah, that attitude, I love her attitude, and she's good with a sword, and like you were saying, equally as horny. Equally horny.
Dog, so many scenes with her.
The fuck out of here.
That's like, oh, she's the goat. She's the goat. So there's another scene later on when she actually gets some one-on-one time with so the show's kind of like Zombie Bachelor for real.
Oh, it is. It really is.
It's like Zombie Bachelor. Like they all get their one-on-one dates. They have group dates and shit like that, and they all kind of like have their little time with the main character. But during her one-on-one time with him, they went off to go find some shit, and they got cornered by a bunch of zombies, and she was kind of in a funk because of some shit she was going through, whatever. And son, the main fuck, this kind of sounds a little Me Too-ish now, but it's consensual. But they were fighting zombies and shit, and she wasn't really feeling it. It looked like she was gonna die, and he could handle his own, but he kind of relies on her because like she's the beast there, she's the Mikasa Ackerman right there. So he's like, man, I need to get this bitch, like I need to get her focused, I need to get whatever's going on in her mind to clear out so she can actually handle her shit and do her thing. Let me grab her titty real quick. So he grabs her titty and she's like, all right, now I'm feeling kind of in the moment a little bit right now, and then he fingers her a little bit too, and then she's back. And then she's back. And then she wipes out all these niggas. Now she has the real motivation. And I'm like, oh my god, I love it. I love it.
That's how you motivate.
Dog. High School of the Dead's greatness. It's just peak of horny Asianness. Or Asian horniness. Both.
To all the young fans out there, you gotta know her first. Don't be trying that shit.
You gotta know it first.
You gotta get consent.
For sure.
At the end of the day.
Consent.
Yeah.
And be romantic. Don't act like you own that or you deserve that. You gotta earn that.
Or just don't be alone with somebody else in a zombie apocalypse in the first place. Stay with the
Just
group.
stay alive. You know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I have no idea what it's like to live in a zombie apocalypse. That'd probably fuck with my psyche too. Just stay alive. Do you.
Stay alive. Remember, you are not the protagonist. You don't have plot armor. You can die on the streets.
And speaking of dying in these streets, that actually leads me to my number 4 pick. Coming in on a dark note. Like I've been saying from before, guys, the whole goal of my top 5 is these are going to be the top 5 bestsellers at a store that is going to have to compete with the world. And because of that, I'm going straight for the dark side. I'm going straight for the emotional side. This right here is a sleeper, but this is the only way you can live in a reality where she stayed alive. Of course, I'm talking about Miki Makimura from Devilman Crybaby.
Oh,
Tell
man.
me, out of guilt, you would not buy that fucking waifu.
Son, she's perfect. Johnny, so far you're picking all of our honorable mentions. She's an honorable
That's
mention
what's gonna
too.
make this a great list once we're all done.
Fuck, she hurts my heart because oh my gosh, she was so perfect. Her ass, oh man, she was perfect. Damn.
And she was the
Rest
one
in peace.
representation of hope on the whole show. Sexually, spiritually, plot-wise.
Everything.
When she dies, you're like, there's no more hope for this show. This show has just taken everything that I've known, all of the joys and stuff, and now I'm just in hell, just having to wait this out. And the rest of it just happens. But in that, there is art. Like, it kind of reminds me of, like, the death of, what's his name? I'm blanking on her name, but this is from a video game. I'm about to drop a video game reference. It's from Final Fantasy VII. Her character starts with an A. You probably know what I'm talking about, right? Aerith. Yes. It's kind of like Aerith's death, like where Final Fantasy VII completely changes. That's how it feels like when Miki dies, and because of that, I had to give her that shout out. There's no way you walk into that waifu store and not feel guilty into buying Miki.
Oh no, that's depressing about Miki too. Miki, even though her attitude was all about kindness and love and loving each other and pushing other people up, she was still a bad bitch. And she flexed on people too, because don't sleep on this fact. Miki was the track star in Devilman Crybaby, racing against 3 devils, who people had superpowers, and she was still keeping holding her own. Bad bitch. She's a normal human being. And, which is what I think is one of the biggest flexes in anime, Miki's name, her full name was, what is it, Johnny? Full first name? Makimura. It's technically Maki, but her nickname was Miki. There was another girl on her track team who was also an all-star, and her real name was Miki. And she had to change her name to Miku, or whatever the fuck it was, just because some other girl wanted to go by Miki.
Great.
Big flex. Bitch took her name.
She came into her own school and took her name.
But didn't even do it on purpose. She didn't ask people to call her Miki. She just came and it was like, oh, no, she's Miki now. It's like, but that's already my name. She said, no. You see her, right? Oh my god, that's a huge flex. Bad bitch.
That's crazy, yo. Like, thematically, even that you mentioned it, yeah, thematically, she was like the focal point of the series, and then the turning point, like you said, when she died, yeah. Just as a character, yeah.
Knives in my heart.
And also to spoon with. Because let's keep it a buck, guys. She was a track star, so that means she had curves on the low. And I have to admit, in terms of animation, all of this stuff, they did a great job capturing this track star body, but still maintaining the curves. The proportions was actually fair. And because of that, I also want to shout out the animators for Devilman Crybaby for really getting their point across visually.
Weird way to make him run, but yeah.
Oh, wait, Nate, let's get into this. Do Japanese people actually know how to run properly?
I don't know. If I think about all the Japanese people that I know are even athletes, none of them are oh, you know what? I take that back just like that. Ichiro was at one point one of the fastest baseball players ever. But other than that, like, I've never seen like Yao Ming run really. Or even like Jeremy Lin, who's young, but I don't know if they actually like know running mechanics, because all these anime have different styles of running and none of them are near right.
Or the same.
I've never seen a Japanese person run in real life, so I can't say.
I respect it though. I like the creativeness that comes from it. Niggas create a whole movement out of making niggas run weird.
Naruto run. The biggest meme was
dog.
2000.
They made a whole group of people from the other side of the earth run like them to storm one of our own military bases. If that ain't culture, I don't know what it is.
Oh my gosh, man. Anime is amazing, and I'm glad the world is getting around to it.
I am too. It's all great. Numero tres. Number 3.
Numero
Enock Momonji.
tres. Okay, I don't know if you guys have seen Madoka Magica?
Yeah.
That's what I have to get into. No, I haven't yet though.
Okay, so you probably know what I'm talking about, man.
Oh, that's a great pick.
This chick, man. Okay, I'm kind of picking. She's kind of the tragic.
Wait, okay.
character in
First,
this
am I
show.
thinking of the right character that you're thinking about?
You might be. I mean, she's the one who changed the most, but also had kind of the most tragic ending because what she wanted, she didn't get. But I respect her because she never quit. She never quit, bro. Across multiple timelines, she never quit her goal. I'm talking about Homura Akemi. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a little shy girl, the glasses. She had the gun. She didn't even have a. She had a gun. She had a gun. Everybody else had magical like wands. She had a gun and grenades.
She just kept the gat on her, bro. She was like the Shadow the Hedgehog of all these little fucking girls that was running around, like all these witches. Like, she was like,
Wait, say your name again?
Homura.
yeah, Homura Akemi.
I'm butchering all these names. I apologize to my anime purists out there. But man, she's great. Yeah, I love her. I don't want to spoil it. I already spoiled it, actually. What am I saying?
Spoil it.
Yeah,
Spoil it. It's
I
fine.
already spoiled it. Yeah, no, she starts out, we don't even find this out till like way later. She comes in, they show her as like this strong type of character, you know, who's a badass and doing all this mysterious stuff, but we don't know why she's doing all this mysterious stuff. Then we find out she comes from a different timeline where she was a completely different person and she watched the world end multiple times. So she made it her goal to stop the world from ending, you know, as she's seen.
Oh shit.
So she just went through pain over and over and over. She didn't quit though. She never quit ever. Like that can't even knowing that I don't think that can take away from watching it. The show, it's a great show and she's a great character.
So you find her resilience attractive?
Her resilience, man, and her ability to adapt and transform. Because once they show you, I didn't even recognize her character when they did the flashback to her in her first timeline.
Yeah.
I didn't know who that was. I was like,
Yeah, because I was a woman, first of all. Let's start there. I was like, that's a different. We're dealing with a girl in current time, and that's a woman back then.
So I love her resilience, man. I love her ability to adapt and transform and her loyalty. Because she was loyal to the main character. That's what kept her going.
That's big.
Was her loyalty. She never quit, man. Number 3, man. I had to put her on the list.
Interesting pick. Sounds like loyalty is a big deal in all of these lists.
Loyal, she gotta be loyal.
It's a very endearing quality in, as far as best girls go in anime.
Or just in general. Like, that's what you want from a partner, just in real life. And, well, I guess not in real life because we're dealing with waifus.
But it transfers over to waifus because some niggas are not getting what they need. And, you know, so looking for that loyalty.
Ooh, I feel so much love already.
Love is in the air.
I love talking about it, man. It's Valentine's Day.
Just don't watch the show.
It gets tragic.
It gets tragic. It's great, though. It's great. Yeah, wait till after.
Alright, so number 3, Homura Akemi.
Mura.
Man, so here's when I get into my my not caveats, because this is definitely in my top whatever, but I struggled a little with my list because if I'm being completely honest, my top 6 or 7, probably top 7 waifus all come from just only 2 shows, which just like dominate everything as far as my my waifus are concerned. So I had to like get some little diversity on my shit. So I had to tell myself, all right, I'm gonna do 1 waifu per show, because it would be crazy if all of my picks were all from like 1 show or 2 shows, which honestly might have happened if I did it like that. But looking at it that way made it much harder for me to pick 2 of my 3 picks here, because that turned it into, all right, now I'm putting my top waifus out of this show against each other, so I gotta actually look at it pragmatically, point for point, what qualities do each of them have, and to see who has the most of this. And that's literally how I came up with my number 3 pick. And my number 3 pick right now is Boa Hancock from One Piece. So One Piece has 3 waifus that are just has a huge part of my heart, which is Nami, Robin, Boa Hancock, actually honestly 4 with Viola, but she was kind of a minor character, she doesn't have enough to really compete with them. But as far as points for points go, Boa Hancock is the top definition of what a bad bitch is. Can't get more than that. Boa Hancock is the leader of her own island called Amazon Lily. It's an island full of just warrior bitches. All women, all warriors, all aggro, all everything solved through fighting or whatever, and she is by far the top dog, king of the women, king of everything, and she fucking does whatever she wants, and they love it because she's just, man, son, she's just the queen everything. Her fucking devil fruit is kind of like Medusa. So like if a guy looks at her and falls in love, they turn to stone. That's her whole thing. So her whole devil fruit is all dependent on if the guy that she's fighting is in love with her, and they always are, because that's how beautiful this woman is, son. She is so elite as far as in her attitude, her mentality and everything. She looks down at other people so much the bitch looks up. She looks down on Navy admirals who, if you know One Piece, they are top of the verse. And she looks so far down on these people that she's looking straight up into the sky. And she hates all men. All men are not worthy or not near worthy. And she's right about that, except for one guy that she respects at all. And it's the goddamn future king of the pirates. The one man that she respects. She is the most loyal for him. She throws everything away for him, and just him too. So you know, like, you have to be top tier, top of the verse to even be anywhere near worthy. But if you're worthy, she will ride or fucking die for you. Baddest bitch. By definition, all the baddest bitch.
Yeah, her sisters be looking kind of weird though. Can't lie.
It's pretty much Nami and her for like the two baddest.
Nah, Robin's up there too. It's Nami,
She
Robin,
got
and her.
pacified a lot.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Pre-crew Robin.
With the cowboy hat. Post time skip, Nami's the best.
You guys remember Robin with the fucking loose ass beanie and the sunglasses? That was a vibe. That was an aesthetic.
That's Dressrosa.
All right, for my number 3 pick, I had to move up the ranking. So we've hit you with emotions, we've hit you with the retro. Now we got to start moving into the conventional bestsellers. So this pretty much moves up the rankings from modern time to just most classic, obvious ones. And it sounds like it's easy, but it's not easy. And these top 3 will probably surprise you as we move along. But the third one that I had to give it to, of course, she's the hottest girl in the streets right now, is Momo Yayazaru.
Again, another one of my runner-ups.
And the reason why is because she don't need to have ass. She could just build the ass out her own titties. That's crazy.
Dog, the titties go crazy.
But the fact that her titties build things. We talking about cyborg waifus, as in you gonna come back into the store and buy extra modules and equipment. You gonna want the upgrade. You gonna want the booty upgrade because she's gotta create it. You know what I mean? That's called a recurring purchase. It's called recurring revenue. I'm trying to get that as a waifu store owner. And because of that, I couldn't sleep on the versatility that Momo Yayazaru, Yayarozu, thank you for correcting me, can bring to the table. Literally, because she can bring you a table with her titties.
She can bring you whatever you want. Fucking mahogany, marble, what type of table you want. Rich bitch. Richest one ever.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to satisfy her with gifts.
Dog, what a waste of a quirk to give it to someone who can just buy anything they want.
I think from a hero perspective, though, that's probably the best person to get it. Because everybody else would be materialistic as fuck. So they're like, let's get it to a girl.
From a hero standpoint, yeah. But that shit can really change other people's lives. I need it.
True.
Another good thing about Momo, too, which I think a lot of people look over, is her quirk. She can make whatever she wants, but only if she completely understands the chemical makeup of whatever she's making. Which means that she makes so much different shit that she has to be so much more than a genius, because that doesn't make any sense. You know how smart you have to be to even like use that quirk at all, let alone how many times she does.
In dangerous situation. Imagine you're pumped on adrenaline and you gotta make cannon, a functioning cannon, all the parts. Oh my god, nah, she's amazing actually for being able to actually even do anything.
You know how many chemicals are in a cannon? A functioning cannon? Gunpowder? Something left?
Yeah, get you a woman with a brain.
Dog, a brain and performs under pressure. Well, actually, I wouldn't say that because she struggled with literally performing under pressure for a while, but
yeah, that was like the whole episode.
That was her whole thing, actually. But she pushes through it. Resiliency.
Yeah, true.
It's not like Todoroki. You get these easy ass quirks. Just shoots ice.
Oh yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Mad easy to figure out.
That man's just riding on talent right now. Just pure genetic talent.
Riding on his genes alone. That's it.
And hate for his father.
Yeah, that's really it. Daddy issues is really the only thing that's pushing him outside. Really, anything else, I think that's the only thing that pushes him.
Deku was like, stop, bro. Like, stop being a bitch. Like, stop. Everybody's trying but you, bro. Come on. Get over it.
And he's still being everybody's ass. Which is so frustrating. Like, you're not using half your body? That's talent right there. That's some Neji Hyuga shit.
Him and Momo, I feel like they gonna end up together or something. I get those vibes from them.
We'll see, man.
A lot of people say that. I like that ship. A lot of legendary ships in My Hero.
But you know how anime is, like the person that you think they're gonna get with, it usually never is that case. Like she's gonna end up getting with somebody random, like probably like the one tree guy. Remember how nice his dorm room was? Listen, she gonna want that. She gonna want that wood.
Oh, the guy who can bake? The sugar man?
Yes, bro.
Sugar Rush?
Tell me that's not a lovely husband.
Dog, what? Oh, Sugar Rush would get her thick too. Oh, thick Momo. Thick anybody, bro. I like it. Every girl in My Hero should date him for a little bit just to get some thickness to him.
I'm writing my fan letter to Horikoshi right now, bucko.
Give me a special edition.
Please.
A lot of people say Bakugo and Uraraka are gonna end up together too.
See, I don't get that.
I can see that.
A lot of people say that. Actually, that's really common now.
Deku's gonna have to get with Asui because he just waited too long. Trying to be powerful and shit. That's what you get. You wanted to be #1 hero that badly. You missed out on pussy, nigga. What's up?
Missed out.
Your store, though, I gotta say, your store is looking pretty good, man.
Oh, wait until we get into the top 2, and then you're gonna be like, I have to make a purchase here.
I'm already considered like investing, bro. I'll invest so far. You got a name?
I mean, not yet. You know, we can work on that. You know, at the end of the podcast, maybe leave that in the comments section if you're trying to help create an LLC. You know what I mean? For tax purposes.
Pick your name, we'll give you a share when we drop that IPO.
Yeah, bro.
Numero dos. Flying through it.
Number 2. Okay. I'm glad you mentioned One Piece, man.
A lot of girls in there.
Yeah, like you, it was hard definitely picking one from different series just because some series do stand above others.
Yeah.
But I think it definitely helped picking from different series. So One Piece, some people might say this is basic. I say it's just the reason One Piece is the best-selling manga, like, by far.
It's basic for a reason.
Yeah, it's basic for a reason. Nami. I gotta give it to Nami. She's my number 2.
Yeah! I was hoping one of you guys would too, to make up for me not picking her, Robin. Yeah, Nami's so great. I love her so much.
She stayed great, too. That's what I like about her.
Stay great.
Started amazing.
She really did.
Okay, Nami. Ooh, Nami knows how to get a bag. Oh, Nami knows how to get a bag.
All of your
That's
women.
real. That's
oh my
real.
god, same story.
That's what I'm saying, bro. All of these girls know how to get a bag.
Enoch, your common thread is ridiculous.
I don't know, man.
That's real, though.
Oh my gosh, that is real.
The money's gonna last longer than the love. That's real.
The money's gonna last longer.
Yeah, Nami ain't worried about love, like, at all. She'll play a nigga for his bag so quick.
Yeah, on some real stallion shit, some real hot girl shit.
Shit, take me out. Buy me some shoes. Buy me a bag.
Yeah, wine and dine me.
Empty my bank account. Wait, what?
I'm gonna give you a good ass night. Make me feel good.
Dog, Nami's so bad. Nami's so bad. Especially post time skip Nami when she got the longer hair.
Oh my god.
Man, the different outfits and shit like that. When she went to Fishman Island, she had just a bathing suit top and the jeans. I was like, oh my god, them shits is sitting so nice.
God, bro. I never 2D women, man. 2D women. I thought it was really corny, but One Piece made
You don't
it
even
real.
need the third dimension. You can make the third dimension with your dick.
You don't need hentai. You don't need it. One Piece doesn't need it. One Piece has bridged the gap. Anime and hentai.
Oh man, Nami has a place in my heart, man. She's read an original 3 too, and like if you actually follow One Piece, then you've been following her for like literally decades. Been going for like 23, 24 years, and she's been one of the original 3, man. You follow her emotionally for so long that like she has such a special place in my heart. Especially how like her backstory went into it and everything. It was like, oh man, it hit me in the feels, man.
I think it hit all of us in the fields.
The great thing about One Piece, Luffy, man. Luffy brings it all together. Because Nami, he changes people, man. She was, you know, she did what she had to do to survive, and I respect that heavily.
Finessing niggas.
Yeah, finessing niggas, straight up. She got finessed, though. She got finessed by the shark, man.
By Arlong.
I mean, she tried to pull one on him. You know how that went down, obviously.
Son, and when she stabbed her tattoo and she was like, man, Luffy help me. And Luffy just didn't say shit. She just put her hat on her and started walking. I was like, oh, let's go. Oh, let's go.
Some real pimp shit.
Oh, I'm crying because Nami's crying and Luffy's like, all right, hey, relax. Hold my straw hat real quick. Son, oh my god. That brought me back.
That's some real pimp shit.
I say this again, man. There's a few characters that have what I call a pimp gene in anime, and Luffy is on the top of that list because of shit like that.
He's probably the lead in pimp shit.
He's the lead.
He's got more sauce than all the JoJo's combined.
That's they gonna kill you for that one. They gonna kill you for that one, Johnny.
But tell me I'm wrong. I'm willing to fight that war.
You can't argue with results. I understand why off of optics you would say no, there's nobody has more steez or anything than JoJo's. But as far as results go, who's gonna argue with Luffy? Who? He takes the baddest people in the world, the most fucking... Roronoa Zoro was a pirate hunter.
He was a pirate hunter.
He hunted pirates for a living. And Luffy's like, nah, you're mine now. And he is loyal to Luffy now. Loyal.
Waifus, bro. Goddamn.
Nico Robin tried to play Luffy. And Luffy said, nah. Government, give me my Robin back. Robin's like, Joe, I left you guys. Why are you doing this for me? And Luffy's like, nah, fuck that. I'm declaring war on the world government. He only has 4 crewmates, and he's declaring war on the world government.
Just said fuck them all.
Soka Man, shoot down that flag. Oh my god, that's so amazing. And Robin started crying. This isn't a Luffy podcast. I'm sorry, I'll get all into it.
Nah, he's great, man. He's got the silliest power and the best character. I don't understand.
We gotta do an appreciation podcast for all the pimps out there. Cause there's a lot of them.
Pimp podcast, yeah. Anime pimps. Nami, man, number 2.
Number 2, great pick. Alright, so my next pick, it goes right in hand with Nami. Actually, kind of almost the same character as Nami. If Nami didn't join a crew, she'd probably be in the exact same path as her. And that's if you guys have ever tuned into Lupin the Third, Fujiko Mine. You guys haven't watched Lupin the Third?
I've
heard of it. I haven't watched it.
Lupin comes from a long line of, he claims to come from a long line of high-end thieves. That's what he does for a living. That's what him and his family do for a living. They break into shit and they steal whatever the most valuable thing in the world is. And he's just the top of the top as far as breaking in and stealing shit and trickery and all of that. And through Lupin's adventure, stealing from different countries and different rich people with the highest security and everything, he earned himself a little teammate / rival, depending on the circumstances, called Fujiko Mine, who is also a burglar and who is a bad fine bitch. She's so bad. She's only about $1 and she plays Lupin every time she sees him because Lupin's in love with her and she knows that and she plays him and then steals whatever he has too. And she's just, character-wise, I would say Fujiko Mine is exactly who Nami would be if Nami never met Luffy. Exactly what it is. She just grow in how good she is, had her burglary and thievery shit, grow in her ability to play niggas and finesse a bag, and she's just top of the level as far as that, and I appreciate it so much.
So she's like
and she's bad.
Like Catwoman.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of that dynamic?
Kind of the Batman Catwoman. Except for Lupin's goal is kind of the same thing as hers, because he's also a thief.
Right.
But yeah, they have a really charismatic back and forth and everything too, and just I appreciate her so much. Not scared of shit, even though she's kind of like a dainty woman. She can't fight or anything like that, but she just handles herself so well. And she's so fucking good at what she does. She's so good at what she does. Top of the line.
That's attractive, man. That's attractive.
Number 2, Fujiko Mine.
There's a lot of Lupin. Where would you recommend to start? Like just the beginning, or like one of the movies, or? My
favorite Lupin is one specific movie, and you would love it, son. You would love it, because Lupin has a crew where his main crew is him, this sharpshooter named Jigen, and sometimes a samurai named Gomon, and sometimes Fujiko also too, depending on circumstances. But it's probably my favorite anime movie actually, is the Lupin movie, because there's so many. Lupin's been going on since I think the 70s, maybe even it's been going for so long. But my favorite is one of the recent movies, and it's Lupin the Third. I think it's the English version is Blood Spray of Gomon. It's a Gomon centered one, so if you type in Lupin the Third Gomon movie, it'll be that one. And son, you would love it for sure. You would love it, and Fujiko's in it too, and she's great. But that's where I'll start with if I was to interview that movie.
I've seen like clips of fights on Twitter from this one. Yeah.
I put one up a long time ago when I had it as a sleeper, and I put one of the fight of that movie when Gomon fights the entire mafia at a funeral.
Bodies them, doesn't he?
Bodies them. It's so hard, but that's from this movie. You're gonna fall in love with Gomon too, but yeah, it's great. Start there if you want to start with Lupin, if you ask me, and then probably get into the Italian whatever. You can watch that in movie form or in series form too. The Italian, I forgot what it is. Lupin the Third Italian whatever. High quality shit. Fujiko Mine. That's my number 2 pick. All about a bag.
I respect it. Mine is a complete flip from that. My number 2 pick is actually the exact opposite of trying to get to a bag. This woman is just trying to exist and be a spirit. Probably one of the most purest characters you could possibly get out there, because this comes from one of the purest animes out there. Rurouni Kenshin. That's right. The old school traditional samurai that put all these motherfuckers on to what it meant to be a Ronin. And of course, because of that, the lady that I have to shout out is Kamiya. The one lady that starts it all. That makes Kenshin put the sword down and use his other sword for the first time in his fucking life.
That's power.
You telling me the most powerful samurai of all time is like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm gonna just try to get these nuts in. This man was not caring about women at all, unless it was for the sake of being an honorable samurai. And he was like, nah, I need to see this lady bust down real quick. Let me stay in this dojo for no apparent reason. That's how the show opens. That nigga had no business being in her village. He was like, nah, but I need to see what this about.
She's so cute too. Johnny, I feel like some of your picks go into a point you made last podcast that we did for Stay Tuned Podcast. If you notice the Stay Tuned Podcast, man, go listen to that show. The Stay Tuned Podcast is the main one. It's great. When you were talking about how the 90s was the finest time for women, and I think that kind of extends to anime and animation too, because there's a certain style that Faye Valentine and old girl from Rurouni Kenshin have that you don't see anymore, but it's so fucking attractive to me.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the calmness of the character, and it's like their confidence comes off in a way that 2000 and 2010 confidence doesn't translate the exact same way.
I think the design too, definitely, because 90s anime was designed more realistically, I feel like.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I think it was more focused on a realism, whereas now, like, people are like, you're gonna be watching some cartoon shit. Like, you know what you signed up for. We have the internet now. You did the research. You chose to come here. Let's get it on. Back in the 90s, it was like, no, we just want this to be a form of storyboarding that's like cinema-esque. And that's how you ended up getting shows like, you know, Cowboy Bebop or even Samurai Champloo for that matter. Those like one season specific, I'm going to just nail this as if it was a high quality movie type of deal. And because of that, I mean, it's coming back a lot more now. We're starting to see these 1 season, 2 season like specific, I'm gonna really get into details about making this like a movie type of deal. And I think it's great. I mean, they definitely set the tone for what the rest of anime was going to be later on. I think, you know, their influence speaks volumes, and because of that, I had to give Kamiya that fucking number 2 spot. And also from the sales point, like, this is the most traditional pick that you can go for. You just be like, hey, you know, it's my first time picking up a waifu. I don't really know what to go for. This is the safe conservative pick where you can walk out and be like, you know what, I got a waifu that everybody will recognize to be a waifu.
Yeah, for sure. Start away from, which is not, I don't say that's a bad thing. It's a great thing. It's an introduction to kind of really what it means to be an anime waifu.
And also, because of that, I think it's time, guys, let's jump into the number 1 picks that we have here. After all this anticipation and build-up, we've knocked out a lot of really good ladies.
We've learned a lot about what goes to what you consider as a waifu for them specifically.
Exactly. But now the moment has come. You have to choose the wifey waifu of the waifus.
Enoch,
the number 1, man. Number 1, man. This is not
Numero uno.
This is different from everybody on my list. She is not trying to get a bag at all. She's just trying to suck blood. She's trying to suck blood. That's what she's trying to do. Yeah.
Oh,
that's what she's trying to do. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Y'all didn't expect that. But have you got, okay, Chainsaw Man.
I haven't seen Chainsaw Man, but I wanted to get into it because it looks so ridiculous.
Relatively new. It's so good. Oh my goodness, it's so good. One of the best written. There's multiple waifus in that show. It was hard to pick one. It was so hard to pick one, but I had to pick my girl Power. That's her name, is Power. Literally,
wow.
Power. She was, okay, there's another top tier waifu in the show. She was a devil, basically, and she got subdued by this other top tier waifu. So now she works to kill devils within this. It's a public agency that hunts devils and they take care of devils, you know, in Japan. And she works with the main character, so she's like a funny like sidekick character. But she's so lovable, man. She's so fun. She adds so much just like joy and humor to the show. Complements the main character so well. They're both dumbasses, bro. They're both complete idiots. Like both selfish as hell. And I think that's why they work so well together.
It's like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but
yeah, basically, yeah. That's that's perfect, actually. Yeah,
D and Dennis type shit.
Just lovable, so lovable though. Like, can't hate them.
That's really important. Someone you really enjoy being around.
Yeah, exactly. Just when I read Chainsaw Man, I think it's honestly the manga. It's got a great story, but it knows how to be silly and it knows how to really let you enjoy it and have fun with the characters.
Love that.
That's why I love Power, man. She's great, she's silly, she knows what she wants, and she's funny. She just has a good time, and I love reading any scene she's in. So number 1, that's me. not all about the bag, guys. It's not all about the bag. It's about love.
At the end of the day, it's about love. Look at that.
End of the day. So who you got, man?
Nah, you wrong, Enoch. It's not all about love. It's about motherfucking selling these waifus. Because of that, I gotta shout out my number one pick right here, right now. It's Bulma. How the fuck was it not Bulma the whole time? Are you guys serious?
I'm serious.
Come on.
Bulma's mid to me, bro.
It's Bulma. And we selling storefront the first day. We gonna sell out like these fucking off-white sneakers, motherfucker.
Right.
Bulma's flying off shelves. I gotta ask you this though. What time period, Bulma?
True.
Oh, come
Bulma's
on.
woman of many looks.
Dragon Ball. You gotta go with Dragon Ball all the way. I'll say here's the range. And this is the great thing about Bulma is because she had so many looks within this range. It doesn't sound like a large amount of time, but it is. The beginning of Dragon Ball up to the Frieza arc. Stop at the Frieza arc.
Beginning of Dragon Ball all the way to the Frieza
Think of all
arc.
of the fits. Think of all the Bulmas between the beginning of Dragon Ball all the way up to the Frieza arc.
See, I think one of my favorite Bulmas might have been right after.
Oh, you talking about Afro?
If I remember right, it might be Cell. Which one's the one? Nope. I'm lying. My favorite Bulma's at the end of Dragon Ball, where her hair was longer, but not the longer. As like the beginning.
That's what I'm saying. It falls within the time range, man.
I'm with that. Bulma's classic too, and you're right about that. If you're starting a waifu store, Bulma is flying off the shelves.
What is she now? Like she's 50? Still bad? Still bad bitch? Still waifu?
Still bad bitch, dog. Not scared of anybody.
Timeless.
And just like I said about Nami, Bulma's someone like Dragon Ball Z is another series that's been going on for 30 years, maybe 30 plus, not maybe, definitely 30 plus years now.
Yeah.
And Bulma's been one that's been there from the very start. So you've been following her since literally the very beginning and all of that. She has so much invested with. That's why I say like she's flying off the shelves because so many people have such a long relationship with Bulma that like she has no choice but to be in your heart.
I mean, if you haven't read Dragon Ball and you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z, you should really go read or watch. I mean, whichever you want. Dragon Ball, the original series, because Bulma, she kind of got relegated just because of there's so many new characters in Dragon Ball Z. But in Dragon Ball, yeah, you see her original, just like fiery, feisty, scheming, stylish, badass, self. And
All right. So now that I'm clear, let's get into your boy General Bernarmi's number one pick. This one, like I said before, with my list, I had a lot of trouble not picking everybody from only 2 series for my waifus because, to be honest, so many women that I fell in love with came from One Piece and this series right here, which I'm going to say is Bleach. So, with my history with Bleach was... Let me start from here. Orihime from Bleach was my real first introduction. She was my first waifu out of her. She's the first one I fell in love with. It's like, okay, this is my waifu. And my first introduction to the horny Japanese anime culture. The first time, like, I've went through the Yu Hakusho's and I went through the Dragon Ball Z's and I went through I went through the Kenshins, I went through everything that came before Bleach and everything. But still, my first introduction to the big titty anime manga culture was Orihime. From the very first introduction for waifus, everything. She's my first waifu ever. And then later on in the anime, I got introduced to another character whose titties were way bigger, who's so much more sex appeal, and was just so much more rounded as a character in my opinion too. And it was actually, I guess Orihime was turned into a fighter too at some point, but man, I don't know how Bleach was able to top itself with like my first. It's like I fell in love with somebody, I lost my virginity to him, and then immediately another girl who was just the baddest woman ever just came straight to me afterwards too and was like, you know what, I love you too. And I'm like, I don't know how to even handle those emotions because I just lost my virginity to somebody who I just figured out that I loved, and then another one who I love more comes, but that girl is Rengiku Matsumoto. If you guys remember, Orihime has some big ass titties, and I think it was a shock to kind of anime culture as a whole when the manga first coming out, and like Orihime came was like, oh my god, I never seen titties like this in manga, because like before that, titties weren't really like
I
that.
will say that about Bleach. I will say that about just Bleach in general. They definitely did push the envelope when it came to just cleavage, because like their cleavage was deep early on, and I was like, wow, they're not even being subtle about this. Is this cool? And everybody was like, yeah, keep doing it. And I wasn't gonna stop the party, I'll tell you that much.
The beauty mark too, and the titties was sitting right, and my favorite part was that she knew she was bad, and she worked that oh my god, and she was a fucking son, she was a beast. She always, every time she came on the screen, I couldn't focus on the show. Actually, like, I read it, I couldn't focus on the manga, because I was just, enamored by her. She has my heart, I'm not gonna lie, Rengiku has my heart. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, there's a few people in Bleach that have my heart. Like, I was fighting with Rengiku Orihime, like I said before, and what's old girl's name? The black one that was a cat at first. Yoruichi. Oh my gosh, she's another one. She stole my heart because she was a cat for most of the series, and she turned into a human. I was like, who the fuck is that? She took my heart at first glance too. Bad bitch. Oh my god, Bleach has so many of them. If I'm being completely honest, my top 6 in whatever order would probably Rengiku, Orihime, Yoruichi, Nami, Robin, and Boa. But son, Rengiku, top for me.
And loyal too, man.
Yes, to a kid.
To a kid,
To a prodigy of a kid, but he's a kid.
So now that we kind of wrapped up our top 5s, do we want to list them real quick just to remind these people, and then we can wrap up with sleeper animes like we usually do?
Yeah, Enoch, go through your list.
From 5 to 1, Uraraka from My Hero, Nobara Kugisaki from Jujutsu Kaisen, Homura from Madoka Magica, Nami from One Piece, of course, and Power from Chainsaw Man, the best manga out right now.
Solid list. Go check out that manga too if you need to. Johnny, who's on your list, man?
So my list from 5 all the way up to 1 goes as follows: Faye Valentine, Miki Makamura, Momoyaya Rozu. There we go. I think I got it that time. Let's go. Kaoru. I forgot her last name, but Kaoru from Rurouni Kenshin, and then Bulma for number 1.
Gotta go Bulma Brief.
Yeah, of course. The briefs.
The briefs. Who thinks richer? Oh, you know what? Bad question. Bulma definitely is. I was about to say Bulma or Momo. But son, Bulma got the bag. Bulma owns what's the
Her dad is like Elon Musk, pretty much.
He's Elon Musk in like 30 years when everything is owned by Elon. It's like everything is capsule.
Yeah, when he did all the shit he said he was gonna do.
Oh, yeah, no bullshit. Bulma's dad is who Elon Musk wants to be. He makes everybody's house, cars, everything. Everything is capsule corp. You know what? Bulma's dad kind of has a monopoly on the world. On everything.
It's an absolute monopoly.
Capsule Corp is the only corp. There's no other corporation. That is crazy. That is a monopoly. That breaks all kinds of antitrust laws, and he doesn't give a shit because he's that rich.
He owns the government, bro. He to get the Dog King in office. Y'all read Dragon Ball, you know about the Dog King. Y'all know about that one.
Damn, there's some real politics that happened in Dragon Ball, but that's for a different episode.
So my list again, number 5, Mikasa Ackerman from Attack on Titan. Probably my favorite manga of all time right now. Number 4, Seiko Bushiyama from High School of the Dead. Titties dodging bullets. Number 3, Boa Hancock, Queen of the Amazon Woman from Amazon Lily, One Piece, future Queen of the Pirates. Number 2, Fujiko Mine, Get a Motherfucking Bag from Lupin the Third. And number 1, man, the big titty woman herself, Rangiku Matsumoto. Oh, I love her so much. Such a cute beauty mark. Oh my god, that's my baby. I love these waifus so much. So yeah, man. My Red Ribbon Army, I just want to express all my love for all you guys, man. It's Valentine's Day, and this love has just been on my mind for kind of this entire year so far. And I love every single one of you, and I hope every single one of you has someone you love too. And I hope that person that you love too is also in an anime. I hope all the Narutos out there notice the Hinatas in your life, and you acknowledge them, and you listen to our podcast together, and you join the Red Ribbon Army family, so we can all express our love together, man. Happy Valentine's Day. But before we're out, let's get into some sleepers. Enoch, do you have a sleeper ready?
Here's the thing, no. Y'all go ahead. I'll think of one, though.
Let's turn to Johnny.
I got one. This is a really good one. I've been waiting for this anime to come out because the manga was so beautiful, in my opinion. And that, of course, is Doro Hetero.
Oh!
If you guys have not heard of Doro Hetero, oh my gosh. There are only 4 episodes in right now, but this shit is just beautiful. Like, it's a dystopian Shibuya, and there's this dude who's trapped in a fucking alligator head who's just running around just beating motherfuckers up. That's really it. It's great. Check it out. It's gruesome, but it's beautifully gruesome. And if y'all are big fans of cleavage and titties, like Bleach characters, you're gonna like the female lead on this show as well.
Beautiful. Again, that's Doro Hetero. DoroHedro. Check it out. Read the manga if you want to, or keep up with the anime if you want to. It's going on now. It's new. But if you want to jump ahead, read that manga too. It's great. My sleeper is also a manga. I don't know if they have plans for the anime yet, but they should, because the manga community holds this up as one of the best ones that need an anime adaptation. A good one soon. And that's one called Vagabond. Vagabond, if you want to pronounce it like that too. Vagabond follows a swordsman who's actually a real swordsman, actually the real samurai. The number 1 guy, number 1 Ronin, kind of the stereotype or the prototype for every Ronin character. kind of ever came from this one person who just traveled the lands of Japan and a little bit into China too, and just fought whoever he found that was strong and beat all of them and has never lost ever. He wrote a book actually that's right here on my desk called Book of Five Rings.
Miyamoto
Musashi, that's my guy. Vagabond follows a guy named Miyamoto Musashi and just follows his story and everything, and it is so fucking clean. It's so clean. Just straight samurai shit, swordsmanship, based off a true story. Not gonna say every single interaction there is what happened. It's a manga from someone who lived probably close to 200, 300 years ago. But son, just knowing this came from like a real person who did a lot of this shit, it's just so legendary. Please. The artwork in there is so beautiful. It's old time Japan, man, where it's just nothing but spears and swords and shit like that. And this man, for the first half of it, just beats the best warriors in the world, dojo to dojo, which is a wooden sword, and just beat the fuck out of niggas, man. So legendary, so great. Vagabond, Vegabond. Check that shit out.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
Read it with your eyes and your heart.
Read. Some of you niggas don't read.
Some of you niggas don't read, man, and it shows.
Y'all hooked on that chronic, but not hooked on these phonics.
Syllables.
Where's my fucking kufi, man? Let me put that on.
Niggas not using your minds these days.
Let me do my sleeper. Okay, Jagan. It's not an anime yet. Oh man, I got two actually.
List them off, bro.
They both start with J's. They're both manga. They're both popular enough. They might both get anime. Either one of them could get an anime sometime. So Jagan, spelled Jagaaan.
Dog, that's so many A's.
There's a lot of A's.
Woo! This looks like some vicious. Oh my god, this nigga's fucked up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
God,
it's crazy.
damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. They don't fuck around. It's R-rated. It's amazing.
Yeah, I could tell.
And Jigo Kuraku, spelled Jigokuraku. That's another one that's great. It's got a great story. Set in like feudal Japan almost. There's criminals and they get sent to an island. Yeah, you've probably seen them on Twitter and stuff. They get sent to an island to explore it, and they get into some wacky stuff on that island. So definitely, if you like fantasy, kind of feudal setting, check out Jigo Kuraku. If you like kind of superpowered, like a twist on superpower genre, check out Jagan.
Jigo Kuraku, that doesn't have an anime? I feel like I've seen this main character animated before.
I feel like I have too. I looked it up. Maybe there was an announcement or something.
Maybe. She looks hard though. Jigo Kuraku and Jagan. Is that how you say it? Jagan.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Mad A's. Jagan!
I bet those commercials go hype. Yeah, because usually, you know how they got the voice for a lot of those commercials where it's some dude just yelling about something mad casual, like Food Wars. They're like, in the next episode.
Oh yeah.
Like they'll go in, like there'll be some real
shit.
Intense voice. Imagine that for that show. Just a dude having a seizure with the letter N.
Waifus. Get the guy who did that to do that. Kill it.
It would kill that shit. But yeah, dog. Till the next episode, man. It's your general and two lovely guests. I love y'all, man. Love all y'all. All y'all listening, all y'all talking, all y'all not listening. Everybody, man. Happy Valentine's Day, man. Hope you spend it with someone you love. If not, hope you spending it with a wife you love. Get you a body pillow if you're lonely. Love it if you don't love anybody else. It's for everyone, man.
Nothing wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong.
See y'all.
Peace.
Salute.